Ellen, I'm standing at the Greenville Convention Center out on Greenville Boulevard, and the snow is falling, though it has tapered off a bit from this afternoon. As you can see, there is still plenty of snow on the ground. We're measuring here on the grass at about 4 inches, and there is still plenty of slush and accumulation on the roads. And crews I spoke with say they're concerned that the roads will be a lot worse tomorrow morning. All day, the North Carolina Department of Transportation has been fighting this winter storm with salt. The DOT officials say the salt can only help so much.
Sodium chloride, just your normal salt, what we have, bulk, that works well till you start getting down to the mid-20s.
The county maintenance engineer, Jeff Cabanis, says they have a backup plan for those frigid temperatures.
We do have calcium chloride in bags, and we can mix that with the salt. That'll help on down into the lower 20s, but when it gets down in the low 20s or below 20, there's not much that'll actually melt it right then. What we can do is put it out so when it warms up tomorrow, it'll be there and start activating and working.
Meanwhile, the North Carolina Highway Patrol has responded to dozens of car accidents across the east and says even if the roads look clear, don't drive unless it's an emergency. And drive slowly.
I promise you, if you're going 55 miles an hour and the car starts to slide, the only thing you can do is hold on and pray, because you're going to have an accident.
Sergeant Ernie Coleman says also be aware of black ice, and if you are stuck on the road, put your hazard lights on and get out of the car to find safe shelter. And if you are in a car accident, but your car is drivable, the Highway Patrol asks that you try to drive your car off the road. But still, the troopers are asking you to please stay home tonight and tomorrow morning. Non-emergencies are simply not worth the risk for driving in these conditions. We're live in Greenville. Parul Joshi, Eyewitness News 9 on your side.
Now, Parul, are the roads getting easier or harder to drive on tonight?
Well, the Department of Transportation workers say yes, the roads are easier to drive. As you can tell, there's not nearly as much on them as there was this time last night, but that doesn't mean we're in the clear yet.
It's our priority, to make sure the roads are safe for the traveling public. And also, when we're out here working, we're thinking of our families too that's traveling.
With 10 trucks, they plowed through the ice and salted the roads multiple times.
The more traffic you have on the road, once after it finishes snowing and at nighttime when it freezes, it packs. Once it packs, it just accumulates. So it might take you 2 to 3 trips to get it off the road. Supervisor
Dixon says his Pitt County crew focused primarily on 264 East and West, NC11, Greenville Boulevard, and Evans Street. And they're not close to done.
So there probably will be some black ice out.
Which is exactly what State Highway Patrol Sergeant Ernie Coleman is concerned about.
Once they hit that black ice, which they can't see it, of course, they lose control. Tomorrow morning, all this water you see on the highway is going to be back in the ice. The temperature's going to drop.
Coleman says his agency is expecting a lot of problems tomorrow morning.
We're asking you to be very careful, use self-discipline, slow down, even on good roads. Even when the roads seem clear tomorrow, even tomorrow afternoon, you got parts of every county that have shaded areas.
The Highway Patrol tells me that from 12 a.m. Tuesday to 12 this morning, they had approximately 300 calls for service across eastern North Carolina. And troopers warn that it'll take them at least an hour to get to you if you call for help, possibly longer if you are hurt. They say make that very clear when you call. That way rescue crews can get to you first. We're live in Greenville. Parul Joshi, Eyewitness News 9 on your side.